Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to another scene of Sabat City Dinner Theatre. Tonight we cast our eye towards the rather neglected part of the city, up north towards Arbor Heights, where young Alice has set up her little workshop, whatever you want to call it. She has given Alex Corber, a certain serpent of the light, a card and said to look her up if ever she needed equipment. And after a bit of phone tag, the two have decided to meet at Alice's warehouse. The warehouse itself is reasonably nondescript. It looks like an old chemical silo, contrasted brilliantly against the night sky and the moon high therein, the stars sparkling overhead. Alice is leaning outside the warehouse front door, just smoking a cigarette, not wearing her signature hoodie, but still wearing her signature gloves, and there she waits.
Within a few hours of their last communique, Alex shows up, walking to the front door, wearing the normal attire that she's normally seen in, and simply peeks her head into it and kind of knocks against the metal door.
I'm right here. Opens the door.
Alex looks in and sees Alice, and looks her over at the various, bruises and battle scars that she is likely rocking after a previous evening. Sore?
Yeah. Not so much. I've had worse. To illustrate, Alice's side is completely covered in road rash. It looks like she looks like a burns victim on half of her face. Two-face. The other side's still being covered by the razor blade scars that Jack gave her. And she just seems to be healing it. There's no scab there anymore, but just the remnants of road rash. Glistening scar tissue, as it were. Yeah, tell that dick that he can't drive, and next time I'm riding.
I'm actually somewhat impressed by the beating you took. I know most fools would have at least thrown a little hissy fit right there on the spot after taking something like that to the face.
Yeah, but I'm not most.
Fair enough point. So, I've come to talk business.
Business. The best kind of talk. Step on into my boudoir.
Alex will take a few steps in, and she's going to look at Alice, never really having the chance to really get a good read on her. And for sake of storytelling, we'll forgo the roles and go with a straight-up empathy test on either of them. Alex begins to kind of gaze at Alice, just trying to get a good read on her, kind of forcing her will into reading what she can about this young woman, this ghoul.
Ghoul has been beaten to shit, gives none of the fucks, and is talking business.
Fair enough. Alex just walks in, takes a seat on a countertop, and looks about. So you said that you had tools of the trade.
Yes, indeed. Alice walks on in to where the counter is just simply facing a blank wall. From what one may gauge from the outside of the building, there is certainly a bit more space behind than just simply the countertop and the wall behind. And just saunters up to... doesn't even saunter, just stalks right up to Alex and goes, "Why should I show you?"
Why not? I have money. I have needs to use. And if it's not money that you want, well, there are other things I can offer. Certain things
Let me
that
put it to
you...
you straight. No, shut up, I'm talking. Let me put it to you straight. I got a beef against the cam. certain clan in particular. You fighting them, my goods are yours to buy. Until that I see that written in paper, written in blood, we got no deal.
And which clan are we talking about here?
That is the question. You fight the Cam. You asked me once if I was part of the Sword. You obviously are. As am I. Are you joining in the crusade?
At the moment, I'm locked on this side. I have interests supporting the war effort. I can throw down fairly well, I suppose. I think anybody with my particular talents, and she'll run her tongue across her lips, can do a fair bit with just what they have. But on this side, I can do a lot more than I can do on the front lines.
Roll initiative.
Ah, shit.
Not so good. Got 8.
I got a lot more.
Okay. You see Alice reach behind, like unfold her arms and reach behind her to where she would be holding a pistol.
Alright. Alex will immediately go up, and she's going to go for a call a shot for that arm in particular. She's going to just lash her tongue out almost instantly at that arm.
Roll it and do damage.
I 6 what's Larry 9 days. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do a certain amount of damage, I'm guessing I'm taking that arm off.
Yep.
2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 dice. No, 7. One, two, three, 4.
Soaking with fortitude. Correct me if I'm wrong, fortitude gives me an autosave against 1 and I just roll normal stamina.
No, fortitude is literally for a v20, you just roll your fortitude dice for every dot of fortitude.
Alright, I will add it to stamina. Alright, so that's just normal stamina.
No.
Soaks 2.
To soak agates, you just roll your fortitude. Just the one dot that you have.
Oh, fucking tongue. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't soak. The arm's coming off.
Oh.
Let's just say mid upper arm. The hand is grabbed onto a heavy Jericho pistol, and the arm just goes flying. I think it's self-control time. Holds it together. Just grasps onto the arm that then goes spinning end over end with the Jericho pistol and grasps onto it and just almost puts a hand over the stump just to stem the blood flow, going, ow!
Alex will
No.
look at Alice and crouched in a much more bestial position than she probably had the last time they encountered each other. Her nerves seem to be frayed, and she seems to be just on that cusp of being feral at that moment, and her fangs are bared and her tongue is out, and she just looks at Alice with a grin and almost growling from her throat. Shall we try for the other, or are you done?
Super done. Super done. Just still clamping onto the arm just to stop the blood flow and pumping blood into the arm to seal the wound and then just regrow the arm. Slowly but surely. I'll spend 2 blood for that. And once the blood flow stops, she goes, that's super done. I just wanted to show you something. Back up, man.
She'll stand up and kind of compose herself, kind of straightening out her shirt and her sleeves. and kind of roll her head to one side, looking at Alice.
Alice will go over to the. Are we good? Are we good, sister?
I'm watching you. Just remember, I'm not Louis. Until just a second ago, I had no reason to harm you.
I just wanted to show you something. Fuck, you're so uptight. Rigid cunt. Alice will go over to her arm and actually pick it up at the elbow joint and just hold up her own arm with the pistol still gripped in the thing, and just hold up her own arm with the pistol and just show the pistol to Alex. Nice little Jericho, yeah? And just flick the arm and the pistol to Alex. Check out the rounds.
Alex will take hold of the limb and kind of pry the fingers open and just drop it rather callously to the ground. And when she does, she ejects the mag and looks at the bullet at the top of the magazine.
Bullets themselves almost have a orange fluorescence about them. Incendiaries.
See, now I don't feel so bad about taking your arm off.
I wasn't going to shoot you. I just wanted to make a point. Fair enough, you're quicker than me. Fucking arm.
So how the hell did you get a hold of these?
I have contacts. I have friends in all the right places. Network of people like us. Independents. Fight for our independence. Fight against you guys. We need help. As you may have noticed, gesturing at the arm again, we don't do so well hand to hand.
You've gotten the drop on me. Exactly what would you have done just a moment ago?
I would have pointed that gun between your head and then ejected the mag to show you exactly what could have been there. I never want to kill you. That's stupid.
Maybe, but a lot of people in this city are pretty fucking stupid. And I don't know you that well.
Don't count me as one of them.
No.
You're one of my clients.
She
What's the
slides
point
the
of me
mag.
killing a client?
She slides the mag back in, kind of cycles through the round, popping one round out and catching it in her hand, holding it.
What, we're playing Russian roulette now? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Need a revolver to play Russian roulette.
Got those too.
Well, revolvers are nice and they're stylish, but beyond that, they don't handle up to a semi-automatic.
Got those too. Alice will pound on a button that was until then completely hidden underneath a little ornament, and the back of the shop just lifts up. It's like a roller door, disguised roller door, and behind the roller door there's a cage, a quite hefty cage, no lock in sight whatsoever, and behind that you've got rocket launchers, AKs, semi-automatics, everything that you would ever want.
Alright.
Even explosives.
She looks at the items. She looks at the explosives in particular, kind of standing there, Gabe walking a few steps forward and standing beside Alice, looking at it all and just taking a slight breath in. She hands over the Jericho. So yeah, now I actually do feel bad about what I've just done to you.
Which is exactly why you are not getting past that gate without my say-so, and without you first organizing me a new right arm.
Well, I could always contact one of the flesh crafters, or, well, you need blood to heal that up, don't you?
It'll take a while. Fleshcraft is quicker.
In the meantime, you could heal up what you can. She'll actually offer out her arm at that point.
Beggars can't be choosers. Alice just reaches for the arm and starts to drain as many blood points as Alex will let her.
Alex will let her take a generous 4 blood points.
Alice will stop at 3, otherwise she's overdosing.
Very well, she'll let her take her fill simply because she actually does sort of feel a little bit bad about taking the arm off. More so for the fact that might have hampered some business opportunities.
Just... I do like your tang. Very much like your sire. Or is that an insult to you, my dear?
Yeah. She makes a face. Don't. Just don't.
There's a bit of incorporeal laughter from Edward. And Alice just looks into a corner and smirks.
So, with all that said, I'll see what I can do about a fleshcrafter. I can't make any promises, but Murdoch does owe me a solid.
Where's he work out of?
She's gonna pause and just kind of tilt her head on access and look at Alice and kind of raise a brow. Why do you want to know?
Because otherwise you aren't never going to get your explosives.
They own the entire southern side of Zooster. They could be in any one of those districts.
Vague. It's my prerogative. This Murdoch fellow work out of a little incognito hospital called the Sanctum.
What makes you think that he works out of there?
Just asking. Met a fleshcrafter up that way.
It's a possibility, I suppose.
Yes or no?
She'll just look at the Jericho pistol for a moment. What do you plan to do with the information?
Just want to know. You already fixed my foot if that's the guy.
Angel's Sanctum is potentially one of the places that he goes, but I know he's smarter than simply to call one place a base of operations.
Oh. Well, seeing as you're neither going to confirm or deny, Alice again looks at the gun and just slides it over again, puts it back behind her. Just wanted to be sure of the caliber of work. Pardon the pun.
He'll likely be there. But if you go down there and cause trouble, do expect me to find you personally and trust you. I can cultivate a great deal of pain on you.
Way that I see it. You want what I got behind that cage. I can make that disappear tomorrow. Daytime. Matter of fact, I will. So unless you got a hand to play right now, you're going to get my arm fixed, and then we will talk business.
Can I make a suggestion for you, Alice? Make a good read on your clients before you reach behind your back. And threaten them.
What's the fun in that? And if Alex wants another read, Alice is dead serious. She's just in it for the kicks.
Alex will lean forward a bit and place her fingertip just under Alice's chin. Next time, someone may not aim for an arm, and next time might go for your neck.
Alice smiles just even wider and goes in and puts almost her nose against Alex's nose. I'm not fucking scared of death, if that's what you're implying.
You'd be surprised what you can find fearsome.
We're gonna have this kind of relationship. Really, that is so Bond villain.
You have to pardon me, but I do enjoy the theatrics. It's a dull and meaningless existence without any sort of enjoyment. What can I say?
Exactly.
I'm a fanboy inside.
Exactly. And I get my enjoyment out of poking you guys. And Alex will actually go and poke Alex in the just underneath the collarbone. Poke, poke.
Alex won't really retort with any sort of actual physical force, but she will kind of lean the tongue out and just start to snake it around behind Alice's neck. See how far Alice is willing to go on that road, just how much of a thrill seeker she actually is.
Self-control. Makes it. Alice just puts her left hand, her one remaining arm, down and just by the side of it. I'm going to reach for a knife in my pocket now. If by the time it's out your tongue is not away, we're going to take this relationship to another level. And intimidate.
What do we roll against intimidate? Willpower?
Well, if you want to do a stare down, it's contested charisma willpower. Otherwise, you can roll willpower and try to offset my successes. And here goes! Uno, dos, tres. One is cancelled. So 2.
Well, let's see what happens. 2, defender wins.
The hand just goes through the hilt of Alice's knife and then just sort of comes back out. I?
She leans forward just a little bit and retracts the tongue and just lets a cold breath out on Alice's neck. When you promise any sort of pain, it excites me.
Alice is just still stock still. She's lost the stare down and she is unable to do anything for a turn.
Alex will just place a small kiss on the neck before backing up. I'll contact Murdoch and have him patch you up. Maybe if I pull a few strings, I can fix all of, well, everything that you're rocking right now.
Would be nice, even though that's not your responsibility.
No, but I came in here to do business, and while it was warranted, it's unfortunate. And if you're going to keep all of this precious booty safe, you'll need to be on your top form, won't you?
Tell you what, the arm and an improvement gets you one of those. And Alice will just point behind her wall. There's no way of knowing what she's actually pointing at. There's just racks of guns upon guns and rocket launchers and fucking whatever. You can get a pick from that wall. On the house, with ammo.
You're an interesting one, Alice. I have to say that.
Self-control.
You're definitely making the city entertaining.
I do what I can. And Alice will just do a little mock bow, putting the one left arm in front of her and bowing at the hip, never losing eye contact.
As Alex begins to walk out, she reaches down for the severed arm and picks it up to carry it with her.
Hey, I think you'll find that's mine.
I don't think you'll really be needing it anymore.
I don't give a shit. Give it here.
Possessive, aren't we? She'll toss the severed arm back.
Thank you. Catches it.
It's almost too
Puts it
bad
on the
you don't
counter.
have the power of the gangrel to a certain level beyond most ghouls. A severed arm with that sort of power could be very, very dangerous.
Exactly, and you don't know what bloodline I'm holding to, so you can just give me that right the way back.
She just, as I said, tosses it back to Alice.
He catches it, puts it on the counter, and sits on the counter very much like Alex was a few moments ago and lights a cigarette. Alright, toodles.
Just gotta
Make sure to
make a
get...
quick stealth roll. Let's see if Alice will notice what Alex is doing.
Can I counter with perception and larceny of my own?
I don't see why not.
Yay.
Wow, okay. Didn't realize I didn't have any dice in that pool. One, two, three, four.
What difficulty are we going for?
Standard.
Yeah, well, I don't see jack shit. Only 2 successes. Oh, hang on, I've got a specialization in larceny? No, in subterfuge. Never mind.
Alice essentially had touched the stump of the arm where it was bloody, and upon taking it out, she walks towards the door, licking the blood off of her hand. Just getting a taste for Alice.
OOC, considering Malik's blood,
Yeah,
make a stamina roll for that?
yeah, why not? Let's just see what happens. Yeah, I'm good.
It's still fucking disgusting, though.
Yeah, Alex will keep it together enough to actually get outside the door and get a fair few paces away from it before just going. Ugh. And returning back to the Ducati motorcycle that was brought to her the night before, and placing the helmet on and driving off. It's here that we land our skull.